IEPs created by Joel Stephens. An IEP, or an Individualized Education Plan, is a legal agreement between the school and the child's parent or legal guardian. An IEP contains several different sections. These sections are a child's strengths, teacher's concerns, any completed evaluations a teacher or school administrator or anyone else may have completed on your child, the academic performance of your child, functional needs that your child may have, and any special factors your child may have. The child strengths part of an IEP includes any strengths your child has. Some of these strengths can be learning new material quickly, knowing knowledge about different topics, advanced listening comprehension, and knowing problem-solving skills. The teacher concern part of an IEP contains any concerns a teacher may have about your child. Some of these problems can be writing backwards, struggling with basic operation facts, hearing problems, vision problems, and any emotional challenges that your child may face. The completed evaluation section of an IEP will contain any evaluations a teacher has completed on your child. A teacher usually completes 2 to 3 evaluations before you meet to conduct an IEP meeting. There are several different assessments that can be used to evaluate a child. A cognitive development assessment that we use is called the Wishner Intelligence Scale. This test measures a student's ability. The school psychologist will conduct this test with your child. We pull different types of data from all tests. This test gives us data about the 3 intelligent quotient scores, the verbal IQ, the performance IQ, and the full scale IQ. The test provides information about a student's strengths as well as his or her challenges they may face. An academic achievement test that we give is the Woodcock-Johnson Psychoeducational Battery. This test measures an individual's educational achievement. The special education teacher will administer this evaluation. The data that we get from this test includes mandatory sections and optional subtests. Then the scores are combined together. When we combine the scores together with the identified areas, it helps the IEP team look at specific areas of need which help create the IEP goals. Another assessment that we give is the Behavior Assessment System for Children, or the Vineland Adapted Behavior Scale. This test measures behavior and mental health, how the student sees him or herself, how they see their parents and school staff. The parents, classroom teacher, special education teacher, and sometimes the student conducts this test. This test requires multiple people to fill out a questionnaire to look for certain behavior patterns and concerns. The data that we receive from this test looks at life skills, social concerns, and attention. In any case, it may help identify mental health concerns or behavioral issues that may occur within your child. Another test that we give is the functionality, the School Function Assessment, or the SFA. This test measures the student's functionality in all areas of the school environment. The occupational therapist will give this evaluation on your child. We will receive different types of data from this assessment. This assessment will give us data about participation, task support, and activity performance on your child. There are evaluation laws in some states. Some states do not require for teachers or administrators or any part of the school district to turn in any evaluation they do on your child. They will keep those to themselves in some states where it is not required for them to give it to you. Academic development is another full section part of an IEP. The academic development looks at how your child is doing academically. In this section, the IEP goal creator will look at common mistakes, your child's grades, and way your child can improve their grades. They will also review your absences from previous years, and they will also review their grades from previous years that your child has been a student in that district. In the academic development section, it's important that if you transferred from a different district, that you bring your child's transfer records to the school, which contain the discipline record, the attendance records, and the grade record from the other school. By doing this, it will make the IEP process more easier to complete. Functional needs is another part of the IEP development section. The functional needs skills are skills an individual needs to live as independently as possible. Functional skills describe the routine activities of everyday life. Communication, mobility, behavior, social skills, and daily living skills are examples of these functional needs. There are some certain special factors that also your child can have. There are 5 special factors that the IEP team must consider. These special factors in education of children with disabilities and the need for individual consideration of these factors in IEP development and revision. These special factors are behavior, limited English proficiency, blindness, communication needs, assistive technologies. The parent needs is another section of the IEP. The parent section contains what the parent's going to be given when the IEP is done being created. The school districts are required to implement the IEP plan within 14 days of it being created. The IEP team must also give you a letter in the mail that is written stating what they have approved for your child's IEP and what they have not approved. The IEP team must document its decision on the prior written notice, and it must include a description of the action the school proposes or refuses, an explanation of why it was made, a description of the evaluation, assessments, records, or reports that have happened, a description of other factors affecting the proposal or refusal. The IEP team is made up of your regular teacher, the special education teacher, the guidance counselor, you, the parent, and the school administrator are all on the IEP team. The IEP team will meet several times throughout the year to evaluate your child's performance. Depending on the improvements or disimprovements will determine what happens with your child's IEP plan. The more improvements your child has, the better of a chance your child has of not having an IEP. An IEP is one of the most grateful things that will help a child in their life. So I ask you today, after hearing these facts about what is needed for an IEP, are you going to call your child's school and give them an IEP to get them the help they need, or are you just going to let them continue to suffer? Thank you for your time.